Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Waller, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Cajuns will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Scarlet Knights offense will have the football first. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. He'll be trying to impact this game and get his senior season off to a great start. A snap, lost a throw to start this drive. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes a man miss. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. So the Raging Cajuns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. This is a guy that they have high hopes for this season at the wide receiver position. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quick give. It's Thurman. Got some green grass. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Smith takes the handoff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The give to the fullback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Makes the grab in their space. The tag. Touchdown, Cajuns. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown. touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They're all over it. That's it, 5. Out wide right, it's Moore. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Driving forward, it's Mitchell. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. We thought we might see some of this. He'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Stepping to the right. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down in the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hunting inside. It's Smith. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 2nd and long here. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The give is to Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped on 4th down. Caught. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got his man. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now on the counter. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Right side, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Scarlet Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Just keep swinging it. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. Smith takes the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Raging Cajuns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with the back. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there. He forced the TFL.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Raging Cajuns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on second down. Left side is Wiley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Got enough for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. He's now got 78 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, it's Mitchell. Just smothered on the play. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisiana out onto the field to start this drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Out wide right, it's Thurman. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll line up for a second down play. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. It's complete to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his target. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all.
Unloads it downfield. Slings it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Right side, it's Wiley.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first. Fires left side. It's Smith. At the 45 on his way. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Freshetta Downs going up top. He's going to take off. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out wide right, it's Gee. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Wolverines looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now over to your game at Cajun Field. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the play.
He's loose on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Move to his right. Hit as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the move, he fires. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead, it's Mitchell. He's got the 1st down. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Moore. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They'll run it. It's Mitchell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So now on comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Hand off to the fullback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Rolling on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Goes high to pull it in. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I can.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Wiley. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Line is set on third down. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They dumped it off and didn't quite. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Leaves it in his belly. Jukes his way for more. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Boy, he's over 100, now at 102 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Mitchell. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Running to the left. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. He'll get this drive started from the 29. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Turning it on. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Direct snap. Maybe some room here. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try it over the left side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Smith. Touchdown, Cajuns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Lets it fly. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Second down to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Third and long coming up. They'll go to the air. Out wide right, it's Thurman. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside, it's Thurman. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the tight end. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Holds on. It's Wiley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Gets the back moving. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw one first. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
On the snap, it's Smith. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They give it to him again. He's got enough. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Inside the 35. He now has 84 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. And the Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback keep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Cajuns! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Unloads to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Did the work himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Freshetta Downs going up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. With the clock running, this should be the final play. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season.